guys, thanks so much for joining me for my Triwa sunglass review video. I'm not sure if I'm pronouncing this right. I've not really heard it pronounced, so it could be Triwa. I'm so sorry, Swedes, if I am messing up the pronunciation of this, but the product and the quality and the company is more important than how I'm messing up the pronunciation, so we'll try to ignore that. So this is a Swedish brand, of course. It's based in Stockholm. They mostly make watches, and I think they're most kind of famous for their watches, but of course, their sunglasses is the first thing that caught my eye. They also have a few other accessories, but first thing I could tell checking out their sunglasses was that they looked so high quality, and I knew at some point I would have to get some. It's been several years since then, and I kind of, with independent brands especially, or they're usually based in other countries, it does take me sometimes a year or two to either afford them or make the right decision on a model. It's just whatever steps I have to take to ensure that they're going to fit and not require me to send them back, which funnels so much money. It's extravagantly high. I think I'm going to make a video too, so look out for that. Kind of like a compilation of my tips on how to shop for international companies that are not in your own country, and you want to make sure the sunglasses are right and are going to fit and you're going to like everything about it before you commit to that, because a lot of the things that can happen, like import duties and then cost back, can be really costly to you and make the whole thing a really bad experience. So just as an aside, I think I'm going to do that, so just look out for that. If you'd like to see that, do let me know in the comments and I'll try to get it up as fast as possible. But for the Triwa sunglasses, they retail for $175. That's what they usually are on the site. And recently, this past week, they've been running a 40% off sale. It might be over by now, but that makes them $105 USD, which is a really, really good price, even still. So these I actually picked up from Amazon, and I'm really glad that I did get them from Amazon because I don't have to deal with the whole shipping them back thing. It's a really good way to sort of test the waters without having to spend a bunch of money back, and I'm kind of thankful because this particular model didn't work out for me. Feel free to skip ahead if you want to see them on face and you don't want to hear all my ramblings, but I think they are important. You can find a few of their styles on Amazon at different prices. This style of mine happened to be $97, a few of $119, $130, whatever it is based on the seller, but it's a good way for you to find them in your own country without having the shipping dilemma. So the box came this way. It's a little bit kind of damaged. I wonder if maybe someone got this one before me. Either way, so the box is really nice. It's one of those cardboard boxes that, you know, nice little storage box. Reminds me a lot of the Retro Super Future box, but it's a nice storage box nonetheless. And then it talks about the qualities and the features that it has. Carl Zeiss lenses. Of course, these frames are all acetate, scratch resistance, and just a few other little things there. And then it talks about their brand and how they're a young and independent watch and accessory brand, and all of their designs are developed in our Stockholm-based studio. And then it talks about how they use Swedish contemporary design and classic silhouettes, and then they create the watches and accessories that they like to wear themselves. And yeah, that's just a little brochure there. It talks about storage, cleaning, and warnings, and every language known to man there too. So this little case is very nice. It's a hard clam shell case, and it's hard and appears to be some sort of maybe faux leather, but it feels real leather. You can see the Triwa stamped on the top. And then inside are the sunglasses. This model that I have is called Olivia, and this is the black oyster color. The frame is a nice black that's kind of, you know, online it looks like it just has hints of pearl, but if you look at it here in the light, you can see that it's kind of like plaid almost, stripes of like clear, black, gray, and pearl. And then the temple tips are red. And so this model here, it looks like a very classic cat eye. I'm going to put these on, and as I said before, these don't really work out for me. This is not quite right for my face, and you'll see, but I don't want you to let that, you know, determine what you think of the brand as a whole, because it's still great and I would 100% purchase from them again. So this is the Olivia model here. It's a classic cat eye that I feel is very late 40s, early 50s, and has a nice upswept look and wider bridge that you would have found in that time period that looks very classic and very timeless. They remind me a lot of the Celine Anna that I reviewed 2 years back that I loved, but they were a 44mm lens and they were way too small. I thought this might be a way to sort of compromise not having the Celine and get a similar look. These are a 49 millimeter lens width, and I think the bridge is 22. So it's wide enough for my nose because I do have kind of a larger nose, and the bridge part is very comfortable for me, and it also looks like it suits my face more because of the wider bridge. But I do run into problems with the narrow lens, and the upswept shape makes it look too small. Also on me because my cheekbones, this is the widest part of my face right here in my temple and cheekbone area. And because that's all you see kind of popping out from the sunglasses, you don't really see the sunglasses as much, which I find makes this not really an appropriate shape for my face. Also, you know, there's areas here where it's not really going to be that good sun coverage. I can kind of feel it coming, it would come in up top here, but more than anything, it would be coming in on the sides. Cat eyes aren't really great for that, and especially those narrow retro styles kind of give you like a narrow little window to look through. Of course, it does come with a cleaning cloth as well. Everything's really nice in here. These are not as tight on my temples as I thought they would be. They have a wider fit than I thought for being a narrow frame. But so that's a pro as well there. This acetate feels just as good as I thought it would. You can see that's the Triwa logo. I called it Triwa. See, I'm going back and forth. That's the logo there, and it's really nice and pretty. And I have to say, these feel so solid. I feel like built so sturdily. Do not disappoint me whatsoever. There's a 5-barrel hinge in here. It's probably of the stainless steel variety or something like that, or maybe even nickel based, but really like that as well. And then love the fact that they feature Zeiss lenses. I will never turn down a Zeiss lens. So these are a really beautiful frame, but they are narrow and they're probably not going to work for me as such. But I love the fact that I tried them out. Just a little note about Scandinavian countries, as now I've tried a few, is their lens widths are quite narrow. It's usually 50 millimeter and under, with usually like between 47 and 49 millimeter being like the average size. And then, you know, there's only a few that are like 51, 52. That's rare. So usually you'll find that a lot, Scandinavian countries, and also the British companies that I have looked into, they're very much the same, narrow lenses as well. So us Americans, I guess we just have wider faces or just want oversized sunglasses a little bit more. I'm not sure what the science is behind that, but just something to note if you're interested in some of these brands. They do run you pretty narrow, so that's something to note there. I'm trying to think if there's anything else that I am leaving out of this review. Hopefully that gave you a look at what they are, and hopefully you have learned about a new brand maybe you didn't know. I think they're great quality, and there's a few other models I was interested in, such as the Thelma and Ingrid models. I'll put those down below. If you have similar taste to mine, you might find them interesting. The Thelma's available on Amazon, so that's a way to try that out. And other than that, I think that's just about all I have to say. I really hope that you enjoyed this video. Please let me know what you think in the comments below. As usual, I always appreciate your support through my slow growing channel, and I will see you next time. Have a great day.